All right, Mark, open conference play tonight on the road. We talked the other night about getting off to a good start and how, it wasn't necessarily a do or die, but it's always nice to win the first one. And just talk a little bit about your team's performance tonight.
Well, I thought they really stepped up. I think they put the loss against Stephen F. Austin at home, which was disappointing, our first home game. They put that behind them and really came out tonight and showed well. I think we made really quick adjustments at the plate, which was nice to see, and then defensively and offensively just made some nice plays throughout the night. And then lots of different people came through. I mean, we had lots of different individuals that played a moment here, a moment there, and it's nice to see because you really feel like it's a team win.
Talk a little bit about the importance of Anna getting out of that first inning. They had already scored 2, bases were still loaded, only 1 out, and she got the double play ball.
Right, and Anna struggled a little bit in that first inning, which was rare. I think we hadn't seen that. I think it was just she felt the importance, so she pressed a little bit, but to maintain composure, and then all of a sudden get the double play ball and going home to first and getting us out of the inning, and then being able to turn around and get an at bat in the second inning and answering the bell with a grand slam. You just saw her confidence go through the roof, and that was the difference in her performance the rest of the game.
And then, you mentioned the grand slam, put you up 4-2, but in a park like that park particular, a 2-run lead's not much. You scored 3 more in the next inning and added another run. How important was it to continue to add on?
Oh, you're absolutely right. New Mexico State is a very offensive, formidable offensive team. And on top of that, you've got to match their runs and limit their offensive output and maximize your offensive output. So for us to go 4 and then immediately 3, I felt really comfortable at that 7-2 mark, but we knew they weren't done scoring. So the fact that we were able to still add on 1 more made it all of a sudden a little more okay that it went 8-4 and you still felt like you were okay instead of pressing. And I think that would have happened had we, it been closer, then their momentum may have turned a little different.
You brought Jen in. She had a 1-2-3 inning. I think it was in the 5th.
Yeah.
And then she struggled early in the 6th, and you went back with Anna. Just talk a little bit about your thought process.
Well, we were trying to speed them up with Anna, slow them down with Jana, and then ultimately we're going to speed them back up with Michelle was the original goal. But Anna had pitched so well, and then what happened is Jana came in at the right time, faced their 3, 4, 5, and shut those guys down. Got out of the inning relatively easy. And then in the 6th inning, the other hitters put 2 hits back-to-back on her, and then they made the pinch hit. And when they did that, that's when I was like, okay, pinch hitter coming up. They haven't seen Anna. They're not going to be ready for that speed. This girl's probably a pretty decent changeup hitter. Is probably the reason they're batting her against Jana. So let's go ahead and move back to Anna. And then we just tried to speed him back up again. So everybody went from fast to them being ready to adjust slow to having to adjust fast again. And I just thought that's a tough adjustment for teams to make. And it allowed us to save Michelle for tomorrow. So that's a good thing.
Then talk offensively. You have struggled the last 3 games to score, 2 against Lafayette and then the shutout against Stephen F. Austin. Had 11 hits tonight, 8 runs. What was the difference?
Well, different pitchers, different matchups. Hitting's contagious, so what you had in the first inning, we kind of go down quietly, and then in the second inning, we get a couple hits, and then all of a sudden we get a couple more, and then Anna pops the grand slam, and the next thing you know, confidence is brimming again. So this game's so funny like that, and there's so many rides of that momentum wave. You just need to enjoy when you're on the positive side and figure out how to get up from underneath when you're on the negative side.